Lakhan, Lucky Singh, Sonu Sood, is the king of the Australian underworld. He is accompanied by his Sikh mafia associates, Julie, Neha Dhupia, Mika, Javed Jaffrey, Pankaj Udas, Yashpal Sharma, Raftar, Sudhanshu Pandey, Dilbag Singh, Manoj Pava, and Guruji Gurbaksh Singh, Kamal Chopra. In a small village in Punjab, the birthplace of Lucky, there lives another Sikh, Happy Singh. Akshay Kumar, Happy, though good at heart, has unintentionally caused many problems in the village. And the villagers are fed up with him. They decide to send Happy on a long trip to Australia with his friend Rangeela, Om Puri, to bring Lucky back to Punjab, which will keep Happy out of the village for some time and bring peace to the village. Udharan. But at the airport, Happy's and Rangeela's tickets to Australia are accidentally exchanged with those of Puneet, Ranveer Shore, who was to fly to Egypt. In Egypt, Happy meets Sonia, Katrina Kaif, and falls deeply in love with her. But he does not express his love to her. Leaving her behind, he heads to Australia to meet Lucky. Lucky refuses to return to his hometown and throws Happy and Rangeela out of his house. Penniless, Happy finds warmth and affection in an elderly lady, Kiran Kher, who provides him with food in spite of being a stranger. Udharan Chennai. Lucky winds up in a hospital, paralyzed, after a series of violent incidents that Happy has caused. In one of these incidents, his head is bumped severely, and the trauma from the resultant concussion is what paralyzes him. Unexpectedly, it is Happy who is given the position of the Kineng. The lady who helped Happy is obviously worried and depressed, as her daughter is returning from Egypt with her wealthy boyfriend, Puneet. The daughter does not know that after the death of her father years ago, her mother had become poverty-stricken and been reduced to work as a flower seller. Happy gives her Lucky's spacious house and makes all his mafia associates work for her. Udharan. The lady's daughter arrives. To Happy's horror, she is none other than Sonia. Heartbroken, Happy is forced to make a show of happiness to Sonia. Puneet says that he too would have had a good time with Happy and Sonia in Egypt had his ticket to Egypt not been exchanged in the airport, because of which he had ended up in Australia. Puneet had always been jealous of Sonia being with Happy. However, he doubts something is going on between them. Meanwhile, Lucky's gang members spend enough time with the kind-hearted Kineng for most of them to be reformed and give up lawless lives in favor of law-abiding ones. Udharan Chennai. In spite of herself, Sonia falls in love with Happy and the truth becomes difficult to hide. Puneet sets his heart to marry Sonia. Sonia gets trapped in an emotional tug-of-war between Puneet, who loves her, and Happy, whom she loves. Udharan. In the confusion, Happy's associates reveal to Puneet who they are, and that Happy is the Kineng of the Australian underworld, not a manager as Puneet had believed him to. Puneet, in turn, reveals this to Sonia, who has become aware of her own poverty. Soon Puneet meets Mika, Lucky's other brother, who agrees to kill Happy. Puneet's motives to kill Happy, however, differ from Mika's. Puneet wants to kill Happy to keep Sonia away from him, whereas Mika wants to kill Happy to make himself Kineng. Udharan Chennai. On the day of Puneet and Sonia's marriage, they are sitting in mandap and they are set all to marry, but gunshots firing are heard and all the gangster also come in mandap. Puneet leaves mandap in order to save himself from gunshot. Happy takes Puneet's place in order to save Sonia, unaware that he is marrying Sonia. Both run around the fire 7 times, essentially getting married. After Happy and Sonia married, then Puneet seeks forgiveness from them, and then Puneet's father take him. During all this, Mika attempts to kill Lucky, whose head is bumped, and the trauma-induced paralysis he had suffered from is relieved. However, he is heartbroken on realizing that Mika tried to kill him. Suddenly, Mika turns up on the spot, ready to kill Happy, armed with a gang and his new special glasses and hearing aid. As he is about to shoot, Lucky steps up and stops him. Then a dialogue ensues between Mika, Happy, Lucky, and the associates of the Kinang. Then Happy tells him that being the Kinang is not as great as it may seem and explains to him the characteristics of a true Sikh. Lucky confesses that he had always found being Kinang a source of misery. Because a true Kinang fights for others, not for himself. Overcome with remorse, Mika drops his gun. The movie ends with Happy's and Sonia's marriage and the returns of Lucky and his gang members to their homes in the village. Udharan.